Hi, it's Elaine from Penguin Place Crafts. It's Wednesday. Yesterday I was telling you about my to-do list and how I was going to just knock the stuff out of my list. You see like how many things are crossed off there? I did a good job. I crossed a lot off, but I also added 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 items. So today's list is a little shorter, but it's 3 o'clock and there's nothing crossed off the list because I came back here to the laptop to type up the list, and I saw a little box that has the various kits that I've gotten from Temu that I hadn't done yet. And I was like, I want to buy more stuff like that, more kits. But I'm like, still have 3 that you haven't done. Do those first. So I pulled out a little kit. Well, you can't see. I think it originally had the picture of the little elephant showing through the window in the kit. So I pulled that out. I'm going to do this. I took a picture of everything that was in the kit. Water. Okay. There are the instructions, the yarn, the stuffing, and the notions bag. The notions bag had a crochet hook, 2.5 millimeter, to go with the very skinny little yarn. You know I don't like very skinny little yarn. I prefer worsted weight. Well, since it's skinny little yarn, they gave me a short little hook. Look at how that compares with my clover hook. Or, I don't know if this is clover. I don't know. I think I got this either online or Hobby Lobby or something. But it's like an inch shorter. So, I'm only giving a B for their hook. The rest of the notions, you only need 1 stitch marker for the project. They give you 4. You only need 2 safety eyes. They gave me 8. They gave 2 needles, 1 plastic, 1 metal. The stitch markers, they're okay. I like my clover stitch markers because they don't break. They bend easily and they've got a nice thin point for you to get through. These aren't as bad as some of them I've gotten in kits. These are at least a little pointed so you can get it through your stitch, but they are a little bit harder to bend. So I'd give the stitch markers a B. Overall, the notions bag I'd give a B because the short hook, you know, it might have gotten a B minus, but they gave me extra safety eyes. So we'll go up to a B for that. And then there's the pattern. You get 1 page of paper, double-sided. And the pattern, I would say, is in 5-point type. I had to get my readers and like get really up to it. In fact, at one point, I took a picture of the head section with my tablet so I could blow it up like really big so I could actually read it. Like, oh, come on. You couldn't make this into a nice little booklet where each one of these pages, it looks like it is a shrunk down copy of a booklet where rather than printing it out on 8.5 by 11 paper for every 2 pages, it's printed all 8 I'm not saying this very well, am I? I'm saying that each half of a page should be printed like full page like this, so it would be twice as big. But it's tiny. And it's got idiosyncrasies that I don't like. They have you slip stitching and then chaining one after every row. Now, you don't need to do that. I'm a gurumi. And you make the head and you go down to 6 stitches to finish it up. Then after you're done with this, finishing up down to 6 stitches, then they tell you to put in the safety eyes. Like, no, you need to know to put the safety eyes in when you're in the middle of the head. And what was the other thing? The little hat, I think, was missing a couple rows. Okay. Here's how my little elephant turned out. He's cute. He won't stand up. He's like top heavy. I think I probably should have put the ears further forward to keep him from falling over. Like the hat, they show on here is having a little dome to it. But I followed their instructions and that hat was as flat as a pancake. So I ripped it back and I added a few more rows to make the hat dome up a little bit. I had stuffing left over. I have yarn left over. Tiny, skinny yarn. But I can combine it. I could put it together with like one strand of sport weight yarn and probably get a stingray out of each one. Oh, another thing. This is the body yarn. This was for the inner ear. So you're supposed to make one inner ear with the pink and then repeat the pattern with the gray and put them together. These are different yarn weights. So the inner ear was bigger than the outer ear. So instead of it looping and folding in the right way, the pink is sort of forcing itself back. So that's another. You're supposed to have all the same weight for your yarn. So I realize you get what you pay for. I got this from Timo. I will have to look up and put over here how much the kit was. I mean, for the price I paid for it, I wasn't expecting top of the line for everything. But there were a lot of issues with this one. It wasn't as bad as the Dollar Tree kit. And you know what I found when I was cleaning up out in the living room? I have a Dollar Tree kit for the unicorn. Given my history with the Dollar Tree dog kit, I don't know if I want to go for this. I'll have to do it on a good day when I've had a good night's sleep and I'm very ready for a challenge. So that's it. This is my project of the day. My little elephant. I did finish a project last night. I used my Mr. Yarn Challenge yarn. I used the peach color for the top and one of the blues for the bottom. And I made a mermaid cat. This is a free pattern by Stringy Ding Ding. I just like saying Stringy Ding Ding. And now I need to find my other 2 mermaid cats, get them all together in the light box, take a group shot, get some pictures of her and update my mermaid cat listing. Is that on my list? Yes, it's on my list. My list that I have been totally ignoring today. So now that I'm done with the kit and I'm done with this video, now I need to do some stuff on my list. Yeah. I've been playing with yarn for a couple of hours, so now I need to do some laptop work and get some stuff done. DIY handicrafts. Inexpensive crochet kits that you could get on Temu. You might be able to get them on Shine too, or Amazon. But they're a bit lacking. It's a cute pattern. I will probably type it up and make it again. Oops, I should be ripping that. I'm like trying to rip the sticker off the back of the bag just because my nervous fingers need to do something. I will probably make it again. I'm thinking this nice chunky yarn that I got my Hobbii order. So instead of him being this big, he'd probably be like that big or bigger. Nice pink elephant. Do some white inside the ears. What color hat? Now that I've got the Hobbii yarn out, I've got to make something with it, right? Give myself permission to do that. I still have to finish my AmiBook challenge for August, which is the peacock from Zumagurumi 5. That's one of those things. Currently, it's 54 stitches per row. That's over my limit. I get bored. If it's over like 42 stitches, I lose interest very quickly. I have my limits. Yep. I don't like the skinny little yarns. I don't like big repetitive rows. I just dropped the yarn. So let's see, was that it? I did make another flip coffee last night, but it's already photographed and in my Etsy shop. So, oh, it's up there in that box. That's the Flip Toys box. I didn't make a stingray of the day yesterday. I'm slipping. So I think I will take these leftovers out to my chair, find myself a sport weight white yarn, and make some stingrays to catch up. And then I'll work on the peacock. Yeah, probably tonight during TV time when we watch Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy. Because if I'm just going around and around and around, I don't have to count. There have been projects where I would have to do counting for my rows or for increases. And between Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy, all the numbers that they're calling out, I lose track and I mess up my counts. But if I'm just going around and around and clicking the button every time I finish a row, then I can do that when they're calling out numbers. So that's it. That's my little review of how this kit turned out. It's cute. Would I buy more kits from them? Probably, if they were inexpensive enough and the pattern seemed cute enough. I probably would, because I can work around it. But it'll be interesting to see how this pattern works up in a bigger yarn. Now I want to ignore the list some more and type up the pattern so it's easier to read and make it with this yarn. But no, I need to be good. I need to get some stuff done on my list. Yep. Get some organizing done, do some laptop work, and try to cross off a few things here. And then I can play with yarn. So, bye-bye.